Well, good day, everybody. Don't mind my flyaway here today. Welcome to the Bible in a Year, 2021. We're on day 100. Yesterday, I think I said 191, didn't I? Sorry, it was 291. Today is 292. Sorry about that. And we're reading through a chapter in Matthew and a chapter in Mark. And again, my mind just went blank. Sorry. I usually have this written down, but I'm out today. But you see what it is in the title anyway. So um, it's very interesting here that the Pharisees try to they try to take Jesus to task for um, not following the traditions passed down by the elders. And and Jesus turns around and says, what are you talking about? You don't follow the instructions of Father. Like, who cares about the instructions of the elders when you guys are foregoing the instructions of Father? And that really strikes me. It strikes me because there's in their case, it was talking about observations of the Sabbath and cleaning rituals and such. And Jesus was pointing out the whole thing around looking after your parents, the responsibility of looking after your parents in their old age, and how the Pharisees, it was okay if you take that money and dedicate it to God, then you don't have to look after your parents. And yeah. Um, but I don't think we're honest with ourselves when it comes to our own traditions in Christendom, if you want to refer to it that way, compared to kingdom. There's Christendom and then there's kingdom, and the two don't necessarily match up because the church as it is today was an invention of Rome and not the biblical birth. And that's a whole different thing, but God you know makes everything beautiful, right? But there are traditions that we have in the church that supersede the instructions that the Lord has given to us. And there's great danger in that. There was a time that we understood our responsibility in our society. We built hospitals, we took care of widows, and we built orphanages, and we took the word at face value in what we were supposed to do, what God told us to do. And now, at least in the circles that I'm involved in, a lot of it is just about preaching and teaching the word and building your church, and not so much looking after the physical needs. And we've got to understand that yeah, we are spirit, but we're also flesh. And yes, we belong to the kingdom, but we also inhabit this world. And that we are, yes, to look after and help people understand the spiritual realm, to understand the kingdom, so that they will come to know Jesus. But we're also told that we can't ignore the needs, and we're told that, James talks about it. Like, what good is it if a brother comes to you with a need and you say, well, God bless you, I'll pray for that, when you have the means to take care of that need. So there's a number of things that we need to examine ourselves and be brutally honest. I think we have to be brutally honest, and perhaps we have to come to that place of repentance in some of our practices and traditions, and say, Lord, I've taken the tradition of the church and I made it more important than the instructions that you have given to me, and that's important. And sometimes we will hold on to the things that benefit us, and we'll smother the things that benefit other people. And we need to be aware of that, and we need to do something about it. So this is what really sparks me, is this whole thing about relationship, the responsibilities that we have for each other. And Jesus, just every opportunity, kept reminding us of that. especially when the Pharisees were throwing their religious thoughts and practices as if these were more important than the very words of our Father. Okay, so yeah, that might stir up a few things there. So I'm just going to leave that with you. You guys be blessed in your seeking of the Lord's face and in your desire to serve Him. And we'll catch up tomorrow. God bless.